In this episode of My Delifresh Cook Along, we're introducing Latua Pasta. Come and look at these. Now, Latua Pasta are a team of unbelievable people down in London who make handmade pasta. Now, they distribute the pasta to all the top Italian restaurants and restaurants around the London city centre. But we've been working with these guys for the past 10 years, distributing it to all the chefs in the north, and now you've got the opportunity to get it at home, delivered direct to your door by My Delifresh. So, Amelia, come down here. We've got handmade gnocchi, potato gnocchi. This is absolutely fantastic. Every single piece of gnocchi is a completely different shape. We've got a beetroot and goat's cheese ravioli. Look how amazing that is. Now, when we cook this in a minute, it brightens up, the pink colour comes right out, which is awesome. This is one of the best things I've tasted in a long time, an Induja tortelloni. Now, this is amazing. You can see in there that the actual pasta is all different sizes and shapes. And then we've got a vegan option, which is a handmade pumpkin and sage tortellini as well. And then we've got some brilliant handmade tagliatelle. So we'll just get one of these out, Amelia, actually, to show you. Get a little knife. So, in the tortelloni, you can see in there that the shapes are all different. They're all handmade. They're ready to go. All you need to do is hot boiling water, a little bit of oil, pop it in, 2 to 3 minutes, pull it out, and we garnish it. So we're going to do that with the beetroot and goat's cheese ravioli. The idea of the cook-along is all these ingredients for this dish are all available below on the webpage. If you're watching this on Facebook or any social media, just follow the link to the My Delifresh cook-along page. But all the ingredients for this dish are available. There's 5 ingredients, that's all you need, and some water. It's so simple. So you need the beetroot and goat's cheese ravioli, some sesame seeds, some crispy onions. You don't have to get them in, but they're beautiful because you can put them on salads and on breads. Some diced pancetta from the team at Taste of the Lakes, and some Longley Farm salted Yorkshire butter. So 5 ingredients, and we're not even going to need a knife. Right, so boiling water with a bit of oil in, Amelia. We need to put a little bit of salt in. So a little bit of salt in that. Now, it's really important, if this is boiling like that, the pasta will pop. So, well, it shouldn't pop, but it might do because it's really delicate. It's been hand pressed. It could pop. So once it's boiling, we just turn it down slightly. Okay, so we've got a nice steady rolling boil. Now, this pack will feed 2-3 people, or for yourself if you want. I could eat that. I could probably eat all that, but don't tell anybody. But could you eat that, Amelia?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So you could get 3 people out of that, because 4 or 5 pieces for a starter, maybe on a nice Sunday, or in winter time, you know, when you're locked inside for a nice little treat. 3 or 4 pieces of that will be enough. So inside there, you've got a sheet of handmade pasta on the bottom. You've got a really beautiful mixture of beetroot and goat's cheese. It's seasoned with salt and pepper and a bit of sage inside as well. And then wrapped over the top, another piece of pasta, and then pressed and cut. So a nice little pouch. Now, for years, I've made my own raviolis and tortellonis, and I've had disasters. I'm not gonna lie, we've had disasters when we've done it. We've had a full restaurant and we've cooked medazzone and we've put it in the water and all started popping. So fingers crossed these don't pop, but they won't do because they're epic. Right. Also, hot non-stick pan for some pancetta. So we're gonna bob the pancetta in there. Now, we're probably not gonna need all of that, Amelia. Just put about half of that in. So the pancettas from Taste of the Lakes up in Cumbria. The guys up there do a great job. It's UK pork, which has been cured with juniper and bay and sugar and spices and pepper. They let it sit there. They don't brine it like a lot of pancetta is, and then they rub the cure off, and then they smoke it really heavily, and then hand chop it up. Which is why you've got little squares in there and bits in there as well. So it's not like a machine processed pancetta. Okay. So when the pancetta's just browning off, what we're going to do, we're going to turn that down a little bit so we don't want to burn it. Don't come in a minute. So some sesame seeds. Now if you haven't got sesame seeds, you could use poppy seeds. If you haven't got poppy seeds, you could use some nuts. If you haven't got any nuts, you don't need to put any in at all. Just have bacon, just have pancetta. So what will happen here is, I mean, you can see it toasting. we're toasting the seeds. So we don't want to burn the seeds, we just want to toast it. So all the oil will come out of the pancetta and it'll start to toast them seeds and they'll be absolutely epic. So we turn the heat down. This is how quick this is. It's really quick. So the pasta, nicely ticking over water. Now it's really important, oil. Can you zoom in there? I mean, we can see the oil on the top. So we'll pop that pasta in. We're just going to let that roll around. Now instantly you can see the colour. You can see the colour change. Look at that. How awesome is that? So we don't want to boil it too hard, because we've got to be really gentle with it. There we go, we're off. Now there will be a little bit of bleeding because some of the colour of the beetroot will be on the outside of the pasta. So we just really gently cook that. You can see in there, Amelia, that the sesame seeds are toasted in all that pancetta fat. So that's a nice salty kind of mixture. We're going to put a little knob of butter in there as well now. So some Longley Farm butter. Now you could use some dairy-free butter if you wanted, or you could use it. Well, you could use any butter really, but Longley Farm is a beautiful, beautiful butter. So we're going to use that. You could just use olive oil or rapeseed oil, and we're just going to emulsify that down. Can you zoom in there? I mean, look at that. Now those sesame seeds are really releasing loads of oil now, and loads of kind of nutty, fantastic flavour. There we go, and that is beauty. Yes! This smells epic. Really nice. Right, here we go. Awesome. And we're ready. How easy is this? It's so easy. Now, another top tip when you're doing this is, it's important to get some of the water from the pasta into the butter, because it'll mount the butter. It's called to mount the butter, to monte the butter, which will start to thicken that butter up a little bit, and it'll give that pasta a real fighting chance to get coated in all that amazing butter. It turns it into like a sauce. Look at that. Yes. Right, Amelia, just get them little last two stragglers out. Now I'm not going to put any salt in it, I'm not going to put any pepper in it at all. It really doesn't need it, and you can see how it's puffed up. Beautiful. Right, let's go put it on a plate. So you need a dish, but look what's in my dish. An awesome ornamental kale, look at that. So this is called a buttonhole kale. These are going to be on my Delifresh next week as well. So how beautiful is that? So you can grow them in your garden actually, Amelia. Look at them. Right, anyway, so a nice bowl. And then all we've got to do, now there's no rules because we're just going to eat this. It's a bit of a treat. Oh, you can smell the goat's cheese in there. And the beetroot. So you've got the sesame seeds, which will give a real nuttiness to it. We've got that salty pancetta. We've got the goat's cheese, we've got the beetroot, so that autumnal earthy beetroot. This is the best pasta in the UK, definitely. Look at that. Look at that. And then, look at these, Amelia. So these are crispy onions. So these crispy onions, they're great to add a bit of texture and a bit of crunch, and that nice kind of something different when you get in your mouth. So they're really nice on pasta, on salads. You can put it on bread as well. So a bit of crispy onion, and then we're just going to put a little bit of garnish on top of there, Amelia. So we've got some real autumnal little flowers, which we just found at work. Look at them. What a dish in under 5 minutes. A real quick, light evening tea. All ingredients available from mydelifresh.com. Thanks for watching the amazing episode of the Cook Along. Thank you.